Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Solidio here with some dope HUD and gameplay changes along with a new level and our first official piece of fan art. So gameplay wise, my main philosophy for the design has always been to keep it as simple as possible. There's this older game called One Finger Death Punch that's stupid simple but really fun and feels really badass to play, and that was the kind of feeling I wanted to go for here. So as I was working on the HUD this week and thinking about how to notify the player when important things happen in the middle of all the super fast combat, I realized that the game's mechanics were still just a touch too complicated for my liking. So I've condensed it down to the following system, which I think really ties everything together nicely and makes it easy to understand. It's all about momentum. When you dash, if you hit something along the way, you can dash again. If you miss, you have to wait a moment to regain your footing. In the meantime, you can keep yourself alive by staying on the move, kicking objects, and using your equipped item like your shuriken. You'll also lose your momentum if an enemy hits you with an object that they kicked at you, and the exact same rules apply. And lastly, you now also need to have your momentum in check to use your special ability. Moving on to the HUD, as you may have noticed, it's still a work in progress, but there's been some improvements, experimenting with new icons, a cool vignette effect when you've lost your momentum, and a nice flash when you regain your momentum. I designed the basic layout for a bar level. This is going to be one of the central narrative scenes that you'll frequently return to in between levels. You'll be making a lot of item, upgrade, and narrative choices here. We've got a different colored Genyu placeholder sprite here for the character that's going to be running the bar, which is going to be the next major character that I reveal. Fun trivia fact, I based the layout of this bar on my actual favorite jazz bar here in Montreal. So next week I've got one or two more ideas for narrative scenes that I'd like to set up. We're gonna finish up the HUD and continue working on the rest of the UI, such as the design of the menus and the windows and so on, to really bring it all together. I'm going to start putting in some placeholder music, and I suspect that by the end of the week, I'm going to start writing the actual dialogue script. And the art tests for the new artists that I'm looking to hire are still in progress, so I should have more on that for you next week as well. Now, you know, I've been doing a really good job of maintaining a good sleep schedule, a good routine, but despite that, sometimes I still don't sleep very well. You know, I have a very active mind. Sometimes maybe I had a wild dream and it just pops me awake at 5 in the morning and I can't get back to sleep. And the unfortunate part is when that happens to me, I'm just all moody and grumpy and cynical during the day. But you know what can cheer me up even when I'm feeling groggy? That's right. Fan art. Big shout out to RazzleLuna7882 for delivering our first official piece of fan art. I'm super flattered to be receiving something like this so early on. Honestly, I thought that still by this point there wouldn't be much attention for the project, so I'm very thankful to have so many people still interested. So again, a big thank you to RazzleLuna as well as to everyone else who's been following along so far. I really appreciate it. And for anyone else out there, feel free to send your own stuff in. My email is in the YouTube channel description thingy. If you go looking for it, I'm sure you'll find it. And that's it for this week. Please comment, like, and subscribe for regular updates on the game. And I'll see you here again next week. Peace.